Good morning. It's Thursday, about 10:30 in the morning. I wanted to do, this is our sixth video chat. Or is it our fifth? Fifth or our sixth? Yeah, the last month feels like 10 years, so maybe it's our fifth one. So anyway, we're going to keep doing these. I just want to give you an update here this week. A lot of things going on. First thing is the stimulus checks are coming out. There's this. You remember, and I told you a couple of weeks ago, this stimulus package is so massive that there's no way that the governments are going to be able to do this without flaws. And so we're seeing people that are getting their unemployment paychecks. We're seeing people that are getting their stimulus checks, and then we're seeing people that aren't. I think, again, we have to have a lot of patience here, but there's a program from the feds that I think is out now, or it's going to be out tomorrow, where you can track where your stimulus checks are if you don't have them. So be looking for that. If you're under 150,000 as a couple, or under 75,000 individual, you should be getting your check. And it doesn't matter whether you're on Social Security or not. If you're on Social Security, you're still going to get that check. If you're a small business, if you haven't applied for a loan, sit tight. They've run out of money as of this morning. The SBA has spent that $350 million. Congress is trying to get another $250 million, so stay tuned on that. On the markets overall, the markets are working really well in here. They're continuing to fight back. They've been really more, it was on the upside last week, a little more flat this week. I'm really glad to see this. I don't want to see this market coming clear back fast. My concern is with the stimulus that went out, is this thing does come back too fast, and now we have inflation on the other side of things. So, and high inflation, which could be a problem. We'll see. But that's my concern right now. The markets are working beautifully. They're doing what they should be doing through this. Again, the difference between this type of recession and the past ones is how fast this has happened, this whole cycle. If unemployment's going to really be a problem, if this stimulus is not going to work, we'll know that in the next 2 to 3 months. We're hearing mixed results from manufacturers, from construction. Some of these companies are booming with orders. Construction are saying, watch out for June. Stay tuned. I think the markets right now, they're in a V-shaped recovery. A lot of you are wondering, is it going to go to a W-shaped? You're listening to your friends, you're listening to this person or that company. I can tell you right now, the markets are telling us that this is going to recover quickly. That's what they're telling us right now. I think what would create a W type of a recovery, in other words, where the markets come back down and retest their lows, which would be on the Dow around 18,200. It would be if this thing prolonged into June, July, nothing was opening back up. That would create a problem. I think right now the market is anticipating things to begin at least, start opening back up at some point in May. Everything's pointing to that. I hope so. Also, the quarterly statements now, we've transferred over to LPL. Those quarterly statements are coming out to you, as I said before. In fact, I think I said it last week. I know I said it the week before. It's Murphy's Law, right? So the worst of this whole thing is going to show up in that quarterly March 31st statement. And sure enough, it has. Since March 31st, the markets have rebounded back 18%. But of course, that statement has to show you the worst time of it. But so you're getting those. Those are the low numbers at this point. Again, things have bounced up off that handsomely since then. So those of you that are getting your Sage Point statements and showing the $0 balance, the value going out, and then trying to compare it to your LPL statement value as it comes in. And remember when I told you none of the assets changed. So the markets were moving in transit. So if the values went up or down, it's going to be absolutely impossible. If anybody has a value that's equal, show it to me, because I think it's going to be impossible. If the market went down in that period of time, the money's not going to show up as total amount that you see off the Sage Point statement, and vice versa. So with that, I'm going to end today. We promise to keep these quick. That's really, I think there's a lot of hope out there. We're very optimistic. I'm just excited the fact that it's sunshine and it's going to be warm today. I'm tired of the bad markets, bad economy, and being cold. So things are already improving in the weather. I think things are beginning to improve in the economy. And I think we'll continue to see that. I think people are going to come back with a vengeance and things that they weren't able to do before, especially traveling. I've talked to some of you that are retired, and I think all I hear from you is you're going to do more because you're not getting to do it now. So we're really optimistic and hopeful. Again, if you have any questions, concerns, email me with any thoughts or any questions. Other people probably have it too. Call us anytime you need to. We're here. We're going back and forth. We can't meet anybody. We can do phone and these Zoom meetings, but we're happy to do it. So with that, I hope you have a great rest of the week. Enjoy this warm weather coming, and we'll talk to you next week.